Hello and welcome to Wake Up Legendary. Happy Wednesday, everyone. My name is Joanne. I am the Director of Marketing here with Legendary Marketer. I am super pumped about today's guest. She did go through our education, but she's doing something a little bit different with it than most of our guests, so to speak, that I'm really excited to share with you. This is her second time on. It's also a snow day here on our third day where I'm at. So the kids are home. Who knows who's going to walk in? Hopefully not, but you never know with three kids running around. But without further ado, please join me in welcoming Stacey to the show. Hello, Stacey. How are you?
Hi, Joanne. I'm awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this is your second time on, correct?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So you started the challenge in the summer?
Yeah, May-ish. Yeah.
Okay.
Right before summer.
Right before summer. Awesome. So for those that didn't know you before, give us a little backstory, what you were looking for or how you even found Legendary to begin with.
Okay. Well, I had two surgeries within 10 months, and the second one, I decided I wasn't going to waste another 6 weeks sitting at home binging Netflix, and I was going to learn something, and I was going to figure out a way to make money online because my job is where if I'm not there, I'm not making money. So I was 6 weeks without a paycheck twice. And so I was determined to find a way just to bring a little extra money from home. And so I was like everybody else scrolling TikTok, and I was looking at a lot of different things, but kept seeing Legendary come up and affiliate marketing come up and seeing the other moms just like me that were having success. It's like, maybe I can do that. So I started the challenge, and then the rest is history. I was hooked from the first day. It lit a fire in me so big. I couldn't even sleep at night. I was so excited about it.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I know that you do promote Legendary, but you also have another page. Tell us a little bit about that, and that has taken off. I know you had it on our last interview, but it's gone even bigger since then. So tell us what that is.
Yeah, I do. Well, about a month after I started promoting Legendary, I guess, maybe it wasn't going as fast as I wanted it to. So it's like, let me do something else to do. And so I started a Facebook group sharing mostly Amazon items with promo codes, things are on sale, because that's the way I've shopped for a long time. I'm frugal by necessity. I was a stay-at-home mom for a long, long time, and coupon shopper, bargain shopper. And so I started this Facebook group mainly because I wanted access to the promo codes, because I found out that when you're an Amazon associate, you get the promo codes. And so I was like, I want them for me, So I started this Facebook group, and using the skills I learned in Legendary to to drive traffic and to get leads into it, grew it pretty fast. And now it's over 25,000, and I've got that many people in there shopping, and it's
25,000 people in there shopping with her promo codes. Now, these are not typical results. Let me put that disclaimer, but it's been very profitable for you.
Very, yeah.
Extremely. So let's flash back a little bit to the challenge. And what was your experience going through it? I know you mentioned like it lit a fire, but at what point did it light a fire? Was it right at the start, day one, or was it as you were going through with your advisor? What did you start seeing in yourself?
It was the first couple of days. I honestly had no idea that the potential was so big, and there were so many different ways to make money online. I was always very intimidated by it. I've never tried to do this. I've never been big in social media. I've done a few MLMs back when I was a stay-at-home mom, but I've never tried anything like this. So,
right.
I was intimidated by it. I thought, that's great. There's people that are making money online, but I could never do that. So when Dave broke it down and showed the potential and the different ways to make money online, my mind exploded, honestly. And I was thinking of all the different ways that we could do it. with my husband too, because he's an electrician, and I was thinking all the knowledge in his brain, if I could turn that into and start monetizing that, that'd be amazing.
Right.
And so from pretty much day one, day two, I was excited, and binging Wake Up Legendaries and visualizing myself on Wake Up Legendary, and now here I am. But yeah, just pretty much from the first day or two, and then then especially the mindset day that just fight it for me.
Yep. So at the start of the challenge, though, your husband wasn't fully on board, right?
Well,
about that.
I'm not gonna say he wasn't fully on board. He was kind of a doubter. He kind of he supported me, but later on he told me he secretly thought it was going to be something he was going to have to bail me out of.
I like that. He's like, okay, I'm going to let you know.
So he was supportive to a certain extent, but didn't think it was going to go anywhere.
Right.
And, as he saw that the success that I started having,
as he saw the money hit in the bank account.
Yeah. And then it really hit home with him when in January I took everybody to Mexico, after the whole Christmas season rush and all of the craziness and how much I worked, and took my husband and my son and his girlfriend to Mexico, and we just spent a week, and it was the first vacation I've ever had in my whole life that I never said, we can't do that, it's not in the budget. Not one time. We could do anything we wanted to do, and we just had the most amazing time. And he watched me, on the beach making videos saying, this is my dream life, to be able to work from anywhere, to not have to worry about telling my kids I can't afford something. And I was still making money every day. And so we got home.
How did that feel?
Amazing.
That was the ultimate goal that you've been
looking
for, right?
The freedom has been amazing. But we got home, and my tough guy husband sits me down and says, thank you. Like, his mindset completely changed on that trip. Like, thank you. Now I see why you've been working so hard. Now I see what you're trying to do for us. I'm on board. He started the challenge, and now he's trying to learn how to do it too.
Oh, I love that. So at one point he's like, I might have to bail her out of this crazy online thing she got herself into. And now he's like, I'm all in.
Exactly.
I'm gonna learn it.
Oh,
that's amazing. I just love this story, because it's not, yes, the money is nice. But what it gave you and your family, and that moment, that feeling of true freedom, to not feel restricted, to not say no, to be able to say yes to experiences, to moments, to memories. That's what it's about.
And I just quit my job.
Oh boy. Okay. So how long ago did we quit?
Last week.
Guys, she started the challenge in May. Right? We got going in early July, posted her first video. And now, how long were you at that job? How long?
9 years.
9 years. Quit last week. We were tired. We were tired to 9 to 5.
Well, just like the freedom that you were talking about a minute ago, just to not have to clock into a job. I love my job. I wasn't one that hated my job. I loved my job.
Right.
And all the people that I work with. And I thought I was going to be there until I retired, because that's just what I thought I was going to have to do. I never started this thinking I was going to replace my job. Never in a million years would I have thought this. But once it started rolling, the potential is absolutely there. And now it's like the freedom not only to say, not to have to say I can't afford it, but the freedom to not have to clock into a job every day is mind blowing.
Wow.
To be able to work from anywhere and to be able to travel and do what we want to do.
Right. I feel like the people that go into the challenge almost that go, I want to be able to quit in 2 weeks, are the ones that really struggle. But the ones that are like, I'm just going to get Like they just really go step by step and then allow the possibilities to open up before them as they're moving along the journey. Would you agree? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, absolutely. It did not happen overnight for sure.
Yeah.
It was definitely consistency. And I would tell those people to, just to keep going. Don't stop before the magic happens. That's like a lot of people do that and
Yeah.
expect, each video to, to take off. And it's just showing up every day but also not continuing to do the things that aren't working, to be a perpetual student, to keep learning.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing that I've done from day one is not being afraid to invest in myself, number one, but also to keep learning from other people.
Mhm.
So,
Right. Definitely. And I
yeah.
think it's really important. It's not like always be testing,
Mm-hmm.
always try something different, a different approach. And it doesn't mean we're not saying switch, like stop doing marketing, stop doing this,
No,
like
just
decide this is
be
what you're doing, but try all the different ways it can go and see.
fluid. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Be willing to just pivot and be flexible. And you're already doing something new, do something else new. Like, why all of a sudden grow these boundaries and walls? I mean, even on our live support calls with Blueprints, sometimes some people come on and they're like, so I've been posting for 9 months, but it's like the same video for 9 months, the same style, the same layout, the same everything. They didn't try anything different yet. Um, it's okay to try new things when you're putting out content. What did
Mm-hmm.
you find really moved the needle or made a switch for you?
Um, well, I mean, as far as with the Facebook group,
Mhm.
it was good timing, honestly. It was
Okay.
going into, holiday shopping season, and
Mhm.
I got in there and really got to know my community. I built a community of people that were just like me,
Right.
and so they relate to me, and I could go in there and really find out what they were looking for, what they wanted, and
Mhm.
um, what they wanted. So
Right.
so they
Group is huge. That's
yeah.
important for what you're doing, right? You
Yeah,
also have a
yeah.
TikTok with it. So how do you move people from your TikTok to your group?
I just show my Facebook group on the screen
Okay.
basically, and I give little teases of what they can see in the group, and that's about it. And so that grew really fast too. I got lucky and got some viral videos back in November, and it grew the group really fast. And so um, and that's back to showing up every single day and making a video even when I didn't feel like it, just every single day, getting on there, getting in front of people and getting them into my Facebook group.
So you had shared in your questionnaire you had zero experience, never done anything like this before. So how did it feel to make that first video?
Yeah, it was crazy. I tell people I had Facebook, but only basically to share things that my kids were doing for the
Mhm.
sole purpose of seeing that a year from now in my memories. I mean, that's all I did with social media. And so making that first video, it was kind of nerve wracking, and I had no idea what I was doing and never made a TikTok video. I mean, I'd never even used Zoom until I met with my business plan advisor for the first time. So
Right.
it was all a learning experience, and just trying new things. But I'm at the point and at the age where I don't, I'm not scared.
What it really sounds like is you don't really care what anyone else thinks.
I don't.
And you're just going to try this and you're going to do this and you're going to say that and you're going to post this. And that's the
Hmm.
number one thing that's holding people back is fear.
Hmm.
And you're just like, screw it, we good.
Exactly. But it's taken me a long time to get to that point. It's taken a lot of life experience, and my job that I had was in sales, and 'cause I didn't finish college. I've never had a career. I stayed home with my kids for 11 years, and then when I decided to get a job, it was in sales because that's all I could get.
Right.
It was, it's hard to get a job when you don't have a college degree. So I think that job helped me with my confidence and to not care what people think. I could say anything to anybody, and it doesn't matter because I know, nobody's judging you harder than you're judging yourself.
Oh man, that's so true. We are our biggest bully, hands down.
Hmm.
And we're walking around with the bully in our head all day long. We are our biggest
Hmm.
bully. Our biggest limiting factor is our own brain, our own thoughts. What helped you? What do you think could help somebody move past that fear, past that worry, past the bully in their own head?
Just getting real clear on your why. Why are you doing this? For me, it was, the freedom to be able to finally enjoy my life, to not have to clock into a job, to be able to help my kids, to enjoy life with my husband. Because with my job, I worked every Saturday, and he was off every Saturday, and we never got to do anything fun. And so, um, I've never traveled much, and I want to travel. And I'll be 50 this year, and I got to a point where there's not a whole lot of years left.
Right,
I'm
you
not
kind
I'm
of
not
ask,
20 anymore.
what do I want the next stage of my life to look like?
Exactly. And so getting really, really clear on that and visualizing what you want your life to look like, and being not quitting, and
Yeah,
being persistent.
designing the life that you want. Like,
Exactly.
I've already done all of this. I already know where this
Hmm.
gets me.
Hmm.
I want this change in the next stage of life, right? My next season. Um, so it's just deciding that you're the CEO of what happens next.
Nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah, ultimately.
Hmm.
And it all comes back to taking action, being consistent, and just not caring what anyone else thinks.
Yeah. Yeah. And the one thing I put in my questionnaire, that the one thing that I do every day is, I quit wasting time. I quit, like, I'll still watch a movie every now and then, but instead of watching TV or listening to music, I will listen to Wake Up Legendary or an audiobook or a podcast, and I'm constantly feeding my mindset, with positive things, and to grow myself and my business. And so that's been a huge tool to keep me motivated.
Right. I think of it, I want everyone to really grab from this interview today. Stacey is not done learning.
No, never.
Never done learning. I've always like shared that the day you decide you know everything is the day you will start to fail. The day you
Hmm.
will start to struggle. So if you're always open to learning, opening to new opinions, new ideas, an ever-changing world, man, the sky's the limit for sure. Have you always been that way, or is that a new part of your mindset that you've recently got?
I've kind of always been that way. My dad really, helped a lot with my mindset, and he introduced me to, like, to Robert Kiyosaki years ago. Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he would come over to our house, and he had the game. He had the actual game. We'd come over and we'd play this cash flow game. And,
You were talking
so
about Dave was talking about that with another guest recently. That's a great game.
it's amazing. And so, watching him and listening to him, it introduced me to those ideas at first, as, for your mindset. But I kind of got, stuck, I guess, in my job where I was comfortable, and didn't feel the need to do anything different because I was comfortable, and then it wasn't until the challenge that it just brought it all back to me, that this is not what we're meant for. I'm meant for so much more than this, and there's so much more I could do to make my life better, make other people's lives better, and help other people. And so that's why I said it lit a fire in me.
Hmm.
It just brought it all back.
Yeah, I so relate to that. I mean, I've owned a business. I still technically have that business. Not that I do anything with it. It's all run by other people. But it just got to a point where I wasn't that person anymore. It didn't bring me joy. It didn't bring me anything. Like I needed to
Hmm.
make a change. I needed
Hmm.
to do something that was bigger than that and get out of still clocking time for money in my own business and do
Right.
something different. Um, So I totally get that. There comes a point where you've got to make a decision. Is this what I really want? Is this what my life is going to be like for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Because it will be.
If you don't do anything different, right?
Yep. You got to make a change, and it can be scary. I get it, but just one step at a time, just like what you did. You took it one day. You didn't put out big, lofty, massive goals for week 3, right?
No.
You were just like, okay, what am I going to learn and implement today? Okay, what am I going to learn today and implement? Great. How did that go? What I did last week. What can I change and do a little differently this week? Would you say that is accurate?
Absolutely. Yeah. And, I write everything down. I keep track of everything and tweak when I need to. And, yeah.
Yeah. It's not I'm just going to copy everyone else and then see what happens. Like you really actually are creating a strategy, looking at the analytics, looking at your numbers, views, engagement, comments, using your group for a massive amount of feedback of what they're looking for, and providing what they need.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's simple, but it's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
There's a lot of work that's involved in that.
Yeah. And now that I don't have my 9 to 5, it's going to give me more time to focus on promoting Legendary and trying to build that up. And I've had, some success with that, but my focus has been the other stuff. But now I want to kind of shift my focus and help other people more, because, without Legendary, I would never have gotten to where I've gotten. So.
Right. Well, that's what I love is as you learn, doesn't matter what it is. If you're open to learning and growth, more doors appear. And you just follow where your passion goes. Doesn't always have to be the exact same path as everybody else.
No, and that's what frustrates me about TikTok is when people start commenting and Legendary is just, everybody's just promoting Legendary, and I almost get like mama bear angry, like, no. Legendary is not trying to create a bunch of little legendary robots.
Right.
There's so much potential. There's so many different directions you can go. And, I can tell people that I took the training, and because of the training, I went and did something different that I'm having huge success with. And so that is not true. It's not a box that everybody fits into. It's giving you ideas, and you can go any direction you want with it, with the knowledge, even
anything, it shows you that algorithm is strong.
Yeah.
You were watching other affiliate videos and TikTok went, oh, you like these. Let me feed you some more. And you got put into the little affiliate marketing tunnel. So imagine if you could do that with your own niche. Whatever it is that you're promoting, and find your tribe and find your people and get them into their own little tunnel that you're involved in. Right? That's beautiful, because you can go create a brand new account right now on TikTok, and I guarantee you won't see any of those videos.
Exactly.
Samplings, and they're trying to figure out what this new account will like. And then you slowly tell the algorithm what you're interested in, and it's very smart. So that's always something to keep in mind. It's not saturated. It's just what the algorithm's showing you right now because of your interest in your view, your seconds and minutes of view. But yeah, I mean, every business, I've said it before, I will say it from all the rooftops and the mountains in the world, every business exists because of marketing. Every business is online in some form or fashion. Every business needs an email list. Every business needs funnels. Every business needs content. All of the skills that you learn here, you can apply in any way you are driven and want to. And And
Yeah,
that's
and that's how I explain it to people. It's what I think has blown my mind is the people in my everyday life, the people on my Facebook group that I went to high school with, people that at my job, all ask, never heard of this before. What are you doing? How did you quit your job? And I tell them, there's a million different ways you can do this. You don't have to do it. It doesn't have to look exactly like I'm doing it.
right.
There's a million different ways that you can do this. And be happy and talk about something that you love and turn that into an income that you had no idea that existed.
Right.
So it's powerful.
Yeah. And what really helped you, another little golden nugget from what I'm hearing, helped you grow your group is you showed up as you. So you found people like you that you would enjoy talking to, that you would enjoy engaging with in a group. Sometimes when people put on a character and they create a group and suddenly they don't want to talk in that group because they don't really like the people that are in there. So it doesn't go well. And then you stop creating content because you don't like the people that are engaging with your content. So as scary as it is to be your amazing, awesome, crazy self, that's who you got to show up with.
Absolutely.
Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. The more you share about your life, even though, a lot of people don't want to, the more you share about your life, you may attract somebody who, like I have a dog. I have a black lab. So, I make videos with my black lab and, maybe somebody else has a black lab and that's how they relate to me, or, I've shared about my faith and, our love of the outdoors. I mean, my username is literally online at the lake because that is my goal, to be online at the lake. And so I shared, about my life and make videos showing more of me and that attracts more people like me that relate to me. So that's a huge thing.
Right. You're building, it's all of your online friends. All of your online friends that you're like, hey, I got a new special today. Check this out. Right. How fun. I love that.
Yeah.
And they appreciate it and they're using it and they're staying in the group and it just keeps growing from there. I have a question because it was in the comments. Do you go live?
I haven't yet, but I'm planning on it. I'm planning on it soon because now that I have the time that I don't have a 9 to 5 so definitely for sure I will.
Right. So in marketing, like she said, there's all different ways to promote. It's not required to go live, but it does help a lot of people. But not required. She's very successful, has not gone live, right? It's not required to have an ebook. That's the hot thing right now. You have to have an ebook. I can't go live with it. You don't need to go wait to have an ebook to go live. Just take action and go. So, what is your advice for anyone just in the challenge, just finishing the challenge and trying to decide what to do, what action to take? They're feeling stuck with, overwhelm.
Just to keep learning, like I said, the Wake Up Legendaries are awesome to get ideas from other people who are doing different things. Listening to podcasts, listening to audiobooks, just to figure out what your purpose is, what to do next. Be a perpetual student, like I said before. Never quit learning. Figure out what's going to make you happy talking about.
Yeah, right. That's huge. I think that is what will sustain it long term.
Right.
Because if you actually enjoy what you're making content about, it's a lot easier on week 3, week 5, week 8, week 15.
Absolutely. Like, my passion is helping people save money and helping people make money. So I love that. It doesn't feel like work for me. My husband literally has to come in here, and say, hey, get off your phone, quit working, because it's fun for me. I love looking for the deals and I love how, talking about, making money online. So it doesn't feel like work for me. Now, my husband, he's all excited and he wants to start this outdoor channel where he's talking about, fishing and kayaks and exploring the outdoors. And that's the direction he wants to go because that's what makes him happy. So that's what I tell everybody, it's whatever makes you happy, figure out a way to earn money from it, so it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah. Ooh, guys, that's what it is right there. There's moments where it feels a little bit like work, but I mean, I guess technically I work a ton. It doesn't feel like work to me what I do here, being able to do. I love every freaking second of it, and that's when you can find that and build that, that's huge. Absolutely huge. I love it. So what's coming up for you? What's the next steps in your journey?
Well, like I said, I'm going to start to put more effort into promoting Legendary because I want to help more people get to this point. I want to show more people what's possible. So I want to start doing more with that, going live, and I've created a Facebook group that I'm going to start growing to help people. So that's my next step, is to start helping more people learn how to do this.
Right? You want to amplify. My word of the month right now. Amplify what you're doing and your voice and reach more people.
Especially more people like me. I'm a brand new empty nester. My last kid just moved out. And so I think there are a lot of people out there that are like me that don't feel like they can do this. And because I hear it all the time, I'm not tech. I don't know anything about, that. And I didn't either, and I don't have a huge social media following. I didn't either. I started with 0.
Right.
So I think there's a lot of people out there that doubt that they can really do this, but it just takes, somebody that believes in you. So I want to maybe help more people that are kind of in my position, that are kind of lost, new empty nester, and don't really feel like they have a purpose. And so, I'm so grateful that I found this because it's something that I can nurture and grow and learn more about myself.
Right. That's what's wild is us. They're a little bit older, right? Our Gen X, going into boomers, all of that. We didn't grow up with video. We didn't grow up. Whereas my teenagers, it's just, that's how they make a phone call. Like, why are you calling me? FaceTime me. I'm like, I don't want to FaceTime you. Why do you want to FaceTime video? Let's have a conversation. It's just a different nature. So what do you say to someone that's in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s? Like, can I do this? How do you reassure them that they can?
So if I can do it, you can do it. And I tell them that because I've had conversations with people, I don't have any social media following. Well, I didn't either, these are skills that I had to learn that I had no idea even existed. It's just learning something new. We do it every day. And it's not something to be intimidated by.
Right.
It's something that you just got to dive in, and if I can do it, you can do it.
Our whole mindset of online scams and stuff comes from like the CD, like AOL groups, and like it was kind of crazy back in the day. And maybe we're bringing that into it now. I don't know.
Yeah, and I've learned the people that come at me with, oh, it's a scam. What I have done that has actually worked more times than not is come back not confrontational, but with love and grace and logic. And I tell people, most times in my experience, people make a snap decision like that. It's based on either no information or the wrong information or not enough information. And so they make the snap decision. But if you really stop and listen to me, maybe you can see a different point of view.
Right. And if they're not open to it, they're just not your people.
But surprisingly, most people are open to it. Once they see that you're coming back, not being confrontational and fight mode,
Right.
but you're really trying to help them understand it better, then most
Like,
people
oh,
are
hey, I get
receptive.
it. Yeah,
Mhm.
like I could see where you could think that. Let me educate you a little more. Let me
It's
give you some
back
information.
just goes back to fear.
Yeah, it all does, doesn't it?
Mhm.
From the trolls in your comments to your own bully in your head, it all comes back to fear and overcoming fear.
Mhm.
Or just listening and thinking maybe that person in my comments, user 1347679 is right. What if they're right? Oh my gosh, this is what someone thinks about me. Who cares what they think?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're not paying my bills.
Right. They're not. And boost that algorithm. Let it go.
Yep.
Answer it. Put it up on the screen and do another response video.
Oh, I love to do that. That's my favorite thing is to do video responses to comments.
I think that's the best way to handle trolls because it actually really helps people that were wondering and are already watching, like, okay, she's real
Mhm.
and she's responding.
Mhm.
She's answering. She's talking about the things that we're all thinking.
Mhm.
And it gives them more trust in you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love Kelly. Yep. It's not our business what other people think of me.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Did you struggle with the tech?
A little, and it's I've watched, it's just there's a YouTube video for everything. You just gotta, step by step, break it down, and just keep trying. I've been frustrated many times over it, but
Mm-hmm.
you just work through it. You just don't
Just
give
keep
up.
going. There's a way around it. Sometimes you walk
Mhm.
away for 15 minutes and come
Mhm.
back, you can see it. Ask in the group. Don't reach out to support. Don't You're worthy of learning it. You're worthy
I
of
mean,
learning it. You're worthy of getting your question answered.
I've had to watch YouTube videos on how to, edit videos and TikTok. I mean, I didn't know how to do any of that.
Mhm. Yep, definitely. Emily Erickson asked, do you have to TikTok only, or you can use any social media platform you want, or you can just use paid ads or blogs, which is a longer game, but there's a lot of different ways that you can decide to promote your business. I just suggest choose what you're comfortable with first. Everyone has a favorite platform. Start there.
I mean, the nice thing about TikTok is that it's the best way to get in front of people that aren't already following you. And so I don't think there's any way I could have grown my Facebook group like I have with anything other than TikTok because it got me in front of people that had never seen me before. With
Right.
every other platform, it's I think it's a little bit harder. So
They
that's
like to
the
show friends first and then
mhm,
friends of friends, and it's a different beast for sure. Where TikTok
mhm.
algorithm is, they don't care who you follow or like, it's all about what you're watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah. All right, final words. This has been an amazing interview. Final words for anyone out there, your little piece of inspiration that you tell your own members when you talk to them, that are on the fence.
Um, fav- visualization is huge. Like I said, when I first started this, to visualize what you want your life to look like,
Mm-hmm.
what you want your business to look like, goals, write your goals down, make a vision board. I've always had a vision board.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your why at the front of your mind, um, because it will get hard. You will want to quit, you won't want to be consistent. You will have days where you'll be like, this isn't worth it.
Right.
Um, but just keep in mind what you want your life to look like and don't let anything stop you. And I mean, I stay motivated I'll go hop in lives for other people that are rock stars, and I'll just go sit in their live just to kind of soak up their energy, or
Mhm.
watch Wake Up Legendary to stay motivated, and to keep going, and just like I said, don't give up before the magic happens.
Ah, that's so true. Just keep going. And if you feel like the magic isn't happening, reach out for help,
Hmm.
right? Reach out for
Right.
help and embrace your community. I was talking to one of someone that's an affiliate for Legendary yesterday, and she was like, "Oh, my numbers are low," but her circle is a lot of her friends are lifting her up, and everyone would love to have that commission amount, right? But it's all about who you surround yourself with, who you connect with, as far as this business and this industry. Connect with other people building a business. You can ask questions and get involved in that community. Yeah.
But to also to not compare yourself to other
Yeah.
people. Yeah, it's just to stay motivated by them,
Right.
because
Yeah.
everybody's journey is going to look different.
That's such a good reminder. It is. You got to find your own journey, embrace it, accept it, and keep stepping, keep walking on it. Well, thank you so much for coming. We definitely need to have you back for a third time. I love hearing about this. I love hearing about all that you've done. Congratulations on leaving your 9 to 5 last week. What a
Thank
huge step.
you.
And finally having that vacation of yeses that you could have with your family that you've so wanted.
Yes,
That's
thank you.
Yeah, beautiful thing. And maybe with your husband getting involved now, we can have you both on next time.
Yeah.
Fun. All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on today, Stacey.
Thanks for having me.
All right, everyone. If you missed any of that interview, you need to go back and re-watch it. You can watch all of our replays right on our business Facebook page, Legendary Marketer. Just on the main menu, there is a little tab where it says, I think it says Other. You can hit videos, and almost 700 episodes of Wake Up Legendary are there. You can also search David Sharpe on YouTube, watch him there, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. All of our Wake Up Legendary episodes are there as well for you to check out, listen to while you're on the way to work, running errands, getting in a walk or a jog. It's your weekly, daily mindset master class of marketing, and it's free, so take advantage of it. Dave is back with another amazing guest. It's actually a couple who will be joining us tomorrow. So it's not an interview you want to miss either. I hope everyone has a fantastic Wednesday, and we will see you soon. Peace.